Hi everyone, Vickie here, Rock and Roll Prophetess. Thank you for joining me for the free monthly readings. We're going to be doing July's reading in a minute. I like to go over everything in the beginning so I don't have to constantly repeat myself during the readings. I want everybody to pick a color before we start. That's one thing I want to make sure that we color. The second thing is the court cards when they come up in the reading, the ones that are people. They're not necessarily a gender assigned. So a queen could be a male, female, whoever. I will refer to them as he as a king or knight and she as a queen. But really it doesn't have to be a male or female, especially in these general readings. We're going to be using my Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the tarot portion of this spread. And then we're going to pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, which are also my own creation. I have lots of tools available for spiritual growth, including these adult coloring books. And if you're trying to learn tarot, you can pick up my book, Tarot in the Modern World, which is all linked below. I want to get to something really quick because, as you noticed, I have two tarot Rock and Roll Tarot decks here. This is the first edition. This is the one that I've been selling through the print on demand, and it's still going to be available. I'm not doing away with it, and actually the changes are not that, there's not a lot of big changes. One of the big changes is in the second edition. It has this box. The new edition has the real nice box, and it opens up, you know, like this, and the cards are inside. The cards are very slightly different sized, but not noticeably so. You know, tiny bit smaller, but a little bit wider. I changed a few things. I didn't change any of the words. So if you have the first edition deck, you're good. It's not obsolete by any means. I changed a little bit of the background colors on the sword cards, and I changed. One card didn't have its name on it, the Four of Swords. So I did change. That's the only card that the text was changed on. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. But it was the Four and the Swords. I did change the colors a little slightly. Here's the same card from one and the other. So I toned down the colors a little bit on the Cups card, and I changed the background color a little bit on the Swords cards, because the Swords were looking too close to the Major Arcana. So it did have this kind of rainbow thing, so I put like a little bit of a darker background in. But otherwise, I mean, all the keywords are the same. Again, if you have the first deck, it's not going to be obsolete. And there's going to be many versions of this deck to come. I want to do a monochromatic, and I want to do a, I want to do several versions. A neat day glow one. The thing is, now that I have this new deck, I'm doing a Kickstarter. I want this to be available on Amazon. Many of you were saying that you couldn't get the deck because they were charging like $50 or more to ship it overseas. So I've started a Kickstarter, and it's going to be this new version of the deck, and it's going to be available on Amazon with shipping overseas. I redesigned the box. It's got some things on the side and that. And it'll be Amazon shipping. It's going to be better for everybody. You won't have to wait. I've done this Kickstarter, and it's I've made some really cool custom merch that's going to be incentives only for Kickstarter donators. It's a concert ticket, a backstage pass, and a laminated VIP all access pass. These are only available through specific donations through Kickstarter and won't be available for sale any other way. This is to show my appreciation. I'd planned on doing the readings with the newer deck for this month. That's why the readings are late getting up. I was waiting on the shipping. But there was a problem, and one of the sheets came out all black. But luckily the printer corrected it right away, and the sheet's on its way. I'm starting it's coming tomorrow. But I got to start the readings. We're getting way behind here. So some of you will have the reading of July done with the first edition box or deck. And many of you will have it done with the second edition, but I'm going to go ahead and start it now. I won't use this deck because there's some cards that are missing at this time. The other thing, this box is a big improvement. And look how big this box is. It never really kind of fit right. These are the same amount of cards, and look how much more compact and solid it is. You know, it's a little bit better quality. The cardstock is a little thicker, but I don't really notice a huge difference in the thickness of the cards. They're pretty comparable, but technically this new deck is a thicker cardboard and it's coated, but it looks like these are coated too. So I've rattled on enough. I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Some of the readings are going to have this deck and some are going to have the other, and that's the reason why. And please stop over to that Kickstarter page and check it out if you can. I appreciate your support. Also, I'm open for readings. I'll be doing the soul readings are available. These are deep readings, These are based on your chart. It's very, very much in past lives, but it's also like at a karmic level, what you're doing in this life, why you've incarnated, all these sorts of things. If you don't get your message from your sun sign reading, be sure to check out your rising sign and moon. These readings are meant to empower you. While we're doing the readings, I want you to look at the words as well. Hold up all the cards, freeze them. If something stands out to you, if something morphs and it looks like it's saying something other than what the actual word is, allow that to happen. This is empowerment tarot. These cards will talk to you. Let them talk to you. That is how you can get a message that's strictly for you and beyond just a general reading for everybody. Okay, I think I've rattled on enough. Without further ado, on to the July readings. Hello, Cancerians. Welcome to the July 2016 free reading. Hey, and happy birthday to all you Cancerians, which I know that's a large portion of you guys are in July. So this is a great time. It's your solar new year. It's your solar return. So this is a very important time. Everybody gets so psyched about New Year's, January 1st. Forget about that. Forget about it. You know, this is your new year. Every year, your birthday is your new year, and your new moon. And by the way, your new moon is on July 4th this year. There's going to be a new moon in Cancer on 4th of July. So here in America, it's a big party day anyway. I am going to be using the first edition with you as well. I'm waiting on, here's the second edition, but it's missing a few cards. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. And of course on a day when you're waiting for it to come in the mail, right? Normally my mail comes between 10 and 11 a.m. and it's well into the afternoon and still no mail, right? So I'm just plowing through and getting the readings done because I've been so late getting them up. I'm sorry about that, but this is the box and it's a pretty cool thing. And speaking of your birthday, you know, this is a great time to buy a year ahead reading. And I didn't even realize it, but those are like 50, 60 pages long. So for $22, it's very reasonable, and it covers the entire year, every single aspect to your entire chart. You can find all that up in the eye in the sky. But let's get into your reading. So what's going on for Cancers in July of 2016? Cancerians. Moonchilds. Moonchilds? Moonchildren? Go through this every time, huh? You have to just settle on one. I'm just going to have to settle on one and stick with it, I think. Cancerian Moonchildren. What is going on for you guys in July, anyway? July of 2016. And one more for Cancers. Come on. What's the final message? Okay, here we are. Here we go, we got it. Yeah, baby, we got it. I'm your Venus. Da da da. I forget the rest of the words. But anyways, you do have some good cards for this month. I mean, the sun is here, and that's just what I was talking about. It's your solar return. The sun is in your sign, so it's really cool that the sun showed up here, because it just reiterates what I was saying. You know, the sun card in the tarot is about you're shining, you're glowing, spotlights on you, and that is true when the sun is in your sign every year. You know, it's your time to shine. The sun is shining on you. And it's true even if you have Cancer ascendant too, because if you have Cancer rising, the sun is in your first house, so that also gives you this air and this glow, and you know, it's definitely a true thing. Let's start at the top. We'll start at the top and work our way down. The first card out was Strength in reverse. And Strength is a card of having patience and hanging in there, and things might take a little longer than you anticipated, and that 8 is really standing out to me. So it might be till the 8th, or it might have been 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months that you've been wanting something to happen. And it seems like it's frustrating and it's not happening. And then following it, well, it's delayed. This doesn't mean it's not happening. This just means it's taking longer than you'd want to, and you're losing patience. You know, that's what it really means. 5 of Cups. This card's been coming up a lot here. Looking at the spilled cups. Looking at the past. Looking at what went wrong. You know, the 5 of Cups isn't just a message of doom and gloom, though. I mean, it is because that's what he looks at. But there's hope. There's always hope, because there's 2 full cups in this card, too. So it's up to you to, like, turn around and look at that full cups, right? You have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of strong intuition, that your dreams and your intuition are going to be very strong at this time. Trust your hunch. Trust your inner guidance. the High Priestess is all about that. It's good always when the High Priestess shows up, it's always a good time to start writing down dreams, or you could ask for dreams, you know. And it's more important to trust what you feel rather than what you see. Don't rely only on things as they appear to be by the way things look or what is currently the reality. Go a little deeper and drop into that. And you guys, you know how to do that hands down. You know, Cancers are very intuitive signs anyway, so it's not like I'm telling you pigs are flying, you know. It's something that's kind of right up your alley anyway. I want to follow this line down here first because I feel like these three are tied together. So there's mourning of something. The word mourn is really standing out to me. Mourning of something that's past. Something that didn't work out. Something that didn't work out right for you. And then the Six of Cups is in reverse. That means that the old way is not going to work anymore. So I hate to say it, but for some of you, if you're hoping that you're going to get back together with somebody, that you like a breakup, and you think you're going to work it out, probably not. I hate to say it, probably not. But it's not a bad thing, because then it follows with the sun. You know, it's time to let go of this regret. You don't want to go back there. This is about not recapturing the past, not reuniting, not getting back together. But it's not a bad card. Again, it means it's not meant to be, or it's not the best thing for you anyway. The best thing for you is to embrace the sun energy. You do have this Knight of Swords here. Again, male, female, whoever. Could be air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. They seem to be just like charging right in here, you know. So if this could be somebody new too. Whether it's a romantic relationship or it could be a work partnership, a work relationship. There's somebody new just charging right in here. And they're not from the past. That's another thing this will tell us. So they're not from the past. This is somebody very new. There is something about work in this cluster here, in this line. And it's something that you've really been working on. This card is about working on something, spending time doing it. It's more about the doing of it than it is about the reaping of the financial rewards. It's more about it's loving what you do. For some of you, maybe you got out of a bad job and you're getting into a new job that you really like. Because this could just be like a job that you really like and you enjoy doing every day. But more often, it's kind of something that you might do for a hobby, or that you would do anyway, even if there wasn't. Maybe it's your job, but you just like doing it anyway. You know, maybe it's your career. But there's an element of the craftsman. There's care put into it. You enjoy doing it right and putting care into it. For some of you, this is some kind of baking thing I'm picking up. Somebody's going to be baking. These are like cakes flying out of the... And they're flying out. That's what I want to say. Like if you're thinking about opening a bakery or selling your baked goods at some kind of whatever, farmer's market or to a bakeries or whoever. Etsy, I think you can even sell food on. They're flying out the door. I think whatever these things are, they're just flying out the door. Like you can't, as fast as you can make them, they're flying out the door. And it's not like a feeling of feeling overwhelmed, like, oh my God, I'm overworked and burdened. You're like, oh, cool. Like that just kind of, that gets you even more psyched to do it, or more excited about it. You know, the feeding of the excitement that you have for it. This is excitement. You're excited about it. As excited as a Cancer can be. I know you guys are pretty pretty mellow for the most part. But anyways, now down here, this is the Sun card. This is like the best card in the deck. See, you're lined right up with the Sun card. So whatever this thing from the past that isn't going to happen again, it's no biggie. I mean, it probably is, it could be a biggie. But I mean, it's in the long haul or in the big grand scheme of things, you're going to shine like the sun, baby. You are going to be so much better and unburdened by this. This is burdening you. This especially. You don't need to carry that burden around anymore. There's an influx of some new energy and some new people that are going to improve your life on whatever level it is. Romantic, professional, whatever it is, you know. So the sun's here and you've got a page on either side. You've got Page of Cups and Page of Rods. Now normally, you know, I say all the young dudes carry the news. I really feel like a lot of times the pages are messengers, and they are. So that it could just be like message, like I was feeling these are flying out the door, like messages are coming from the left and the right, and you're sitting in the middle in the sun energy, like shining, like, wow, this is awesome. However, sometimes this is a child, especially if it's a spirit of a child that's coming to you. especially when it shows next to the Sun card, because we have the little baby on there too. So there could be a child coming to your family, or you. This could say if some of you maybe are having trouble conceiving, that this child's going to come anyway, or even two of them, maybe twins, you know. Maybe this sorrow that you have is over this, because these are children on this card too. These are children, that's the baby, and these are young people or children. So there's a lot of energy around that childlike children. This could also just be you though too. Page of Cups, that could have been you at a younger age, when you were a younger person, or even a child yourself. And for some of you, I feel like this is something that you did want to do as a child, like you did just for fun, you know, and you thought, well, when I grow up, I want to do this. And everybody said, what? You can't do that for a job. Get a real job. You know, that kind of vibe. Go get a real job. You know, that's one of my buttons. Because I've been told that many times when I was younger. Get a real job. You know, and that one song that's always just for fun, he says, get a job. That's piano guy. I can't think. Bruce somebody. That's, you know, that could have been the attitude here. You know, like maybe you had this great creative spark in you, or this thing that really brought you all this joy, and you were just saying, go to school and learn to be, you know, or go get a job at the post office, or, you know, something that you can, you know, fall back on. That kind of, there's that kind of energy around it. And now all of a sudden, it's just really happening. Whatever it is, there is this childlike enthusiasm surrounding this, whatever it is. Or maybe it's just like you feel like a kid again because you're falling in love with somebody new for some of you. That could be. The Sun is a card of, you know, falling in love for sure. Because when you first fall in love, you're so over the moon, and you're, you know, radiating, you're in that love zone, you know, you're in that honeymoon period, right? Now, the Page of Rods, so also this is an intuition though. Again, when this shows up with the High Priestess in the same spread, although they're not right next to each other, but they're in the same spread. And the intuition is really strong. So it lends itself to creativity when they're showing this. You may be pulling stuff out of the collective unconscious and then bringing it in and building it into something tangible. Whether it's cupcakes, like I saw, or if it's you're going to write a song, or you're going to write a book, or you're going to make something out of metal, because he's really like a blacksmith, you know, whatever it might be. So that's going to be really happening, and you're just really kind of in your element here. Get over this past stuff and be in the present moment and soak it all in here. Soak in what's being basked upon you, right? So Page of Rods. Well, one thing it could also be, we're moving in the time of July. We're going to move from Cancer into Leo, from water into fire. So sometimes these elements are timers too. You know, could say it's just the whole all month long, because especially when the Sun's in here. When the Sun's in Cancer until the 22nd, and then the Sun moves into Leo after the 22nd. That could also be, especially when the Sun card is involved. It can talk about timing and where the Sun is transiting, right? But this guy too, he's there's excitement. There's this guy's excited. This guy's excited. Guy, girl, whoever, you know, they're excited. There's this youthful exuberance. People are excited about what you're doing. I feel like for a lot of you, like they're coming on board with you. They want to know more about it. They want to get involved. What are you doing? I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to see it. I want to taste your baked goods, you know. You know what I'm saying. You know, they're excited about whatever this is that's flying out the door for you. So go full throttle. Never a better time when the Sun is in your sign. Never a better time. If this is a person, though, this is, you know, like impetuous, enthusiastic, eager, bright, exuberant. You know, that's the kind of energy. This guy's raring to go too. So it's like, you know, hold on to your horses, because things are going to start really moving and happening. And you guys can be a little moody now. You know it, because I looked at this Mourn card and it looked like moody. So you can be a little, and let that happen for you too. But, you know, you can be a little moody, Cancers, you know it. And don't get caught in a funk, because this is the time of year when it's all happening for you. It's really all happening, okay? And you want to take this positive mojo and manifest your life for the next coming year. Just like you would normally under the new year, you know, January 1st. Treat this just like a new year. I don't recommend doing resolutions, though, because that's always talks about what you don't want. I more recommend doing what you do want, you know. Even if you do that at New Year's. Don't do New Year's resolutions. Don't talk about what you don't want. Talk about what you do want. New Year's manifestations or whatever. Oh, this one pulled out. Is it only one? Or is it more than one? It's only one. It is the horse. Okay, that's your animal totem. Magic, divination, astral travel, journey. Ride like the wind to the furthest reaches. Expand beyond your comfort zone and explore the realms of possibility. Well, this is what I'm talking about. Don't go back to somebody shutting you down when you were a kid and telling you it's, stop with your pipe dreams, get a job and stuff, Make this your job. Make this what you want to do, because you've got all this energy behind you. And then right away, magic and divination, astral travel. These are the things that I'm talking about here with this spirit communication stuff, with the High Priestess and with the Page of Cups. Explore the realms of possibility. Expand beyond your comfort zone. Don't let yourself be shut down by things that are imposed on you from other means, from outside things. There's people who are coming in that are into what you're doing, big time, okay? Hey, don't forget to check up in the eye in the sky for all the information. And I really appreciate anybody who can help me out with this Kickstarter. I really want to get this better quality deck. And the box is the biggest thing, but the cards are going to be better quality too. I don't know if I could pull out a couple that are already in the spread. You can make a comparison. Well, there's the High Priestess, It's a little different. Tiny bit different, but not really. Okay? And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Hey Cancers, have a happy birthday, everybody. And don't forget about that new moon on July 4th. Your birthday and then that new moon on July 4th. This is the most powerful manifestation day for you for the entire year. So take advantage of it. Thank you for everything you do, supporting my channel through buying the coloring books, the adult coloring books, the book, the tarot decks, the animal decks, donating, liking, sharing, all that stuff. I really am so grateful for each and every one of you. Don't forget the Kickstarter campaign. I know I keep bringing it up, but I'm really excited about it. Hey, have a great July, a great birthday, a great solar new year, and I'll talk to you soon.
The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck. It's a groovy deck designed to unlock your psychic potential. Combining the iconic tarot imagery of Pamela Coleman Smith with rock poster art to reveal a fresh new take on an ancient oracle. Each card contains keywords to help memorize the meanings, but as you progress, the text shapes may change and morph to reveal much more. Allow your mind to wander so that Spirit can communicate with you through the illustrations on the cards. The Rock and Roll Tarot Deck is a full 78 card deck. The extra large size enables you to see the cards clearly and enjoy the vibrant artwork. Created by spiritual artist Vickie, who is a seasoned tarot reader herself, this beautiful deck is meant to grow with you as you progress forward on your path. In gratitude for your support, Vickie has created some rock-themed merch that is only available through Kickstarter pledges, including a concert ticket, backstage pass, and an all-access VIP laminated pass. The money from this campaign will go towards the manufacturing and shipping of the deck to Amazon fulfillment centers, where it then will be available for quick and easy purchasing and shipping worldwide. Additional funds will be used for the manufacturing of the merch and further promotion of the deck. Be sure to tune in to Vickie's YouTube channel for free monthly card readings and broadcasts from the universe.